Hello Reformers and welcome back to Mountain Blade Warband. Now, when we left off, we were embroiled in a little bit of a small engagement with some Rodok vassals. Among them was Count Grainward, and Count Grainward in particular is someone that I would like to be able to persuade over to our faction. But unfortunately, well, that might not be the case. It really depends whether he gets fed up with the other factions. But anyway, point is, we now have a much bigger fight on our hands. And I'm going to be leveling up a couple of units here. I'm probably going to try and get some more Swadian man-at-arms, even though that might not really make too much of a difference, because we're up against none other than King Graveth himself. I feel like this is probably going to be... Is this a mistake? Let's just take a look at the caliber of our vassals' units. Lord Garmal does not have very good units. Neither does Lord Trimbow or Talbar. They've just joined us, so obviously they're not going to have the best units. The Lord Tarchius actually doesn't have the best units either. I'm kind of wondering what he's been doing with all the fiefs that I've been giving him. Maybe I should indict him or something. It seems like he's just a troublemaker. Seems like he's just a troublemaker to me. Anyway, let's see if we can get these guys to follow me. What? Can you... What? What are they... What are they doing right now? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak to Lord Akadan. We're allowing King Graveth to escape. That's terrible. Okay, will you follow me? I need to attend my own business at the moment. Okay, so we are under attack, but the enemy can be... Okay, well, this is the thing. I don't really want to tell him to go anywhere, because King Graveth is right there. He's right there. Okay, fine. Fine, you just go and do whatever you... Oh, there we go. Now he's moving. Now he's moving. Okay, fantastic. Come over here. And now he's waiting again. Okay. The AI is doing some weird stuff right now. Okay, so he's patrolling around Durham. I'm gonna... I thought that once he started moving, maybe I'd be able to ask him to follow me then, but it seems like he's very stubborn, isn't he? He's very, very stubborn. Oh, well. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, so wait here for some time. And I'm just going to allow Lord Akadan to do whatever he wants, but he's not being a very effective marshal at the moment. I'm a bit surprised, personally. I mean, usually the marshal is... Oh! What's going on there? There's something going on. Aha! They have engaged Lord Trimbow, but King Graveth is right there. Okay, okay, come on, come on, come over here, come over here. Get in here, get in this fight. Come on, Lord Akadan, join this fight. Why is he... Oh, are you serious? He needs to join this fight, otherwise I can't do it. If I go in here, it's going to be me and Lord Talbar against King Graveth. They are annoying sometimes, you know. Having to rely on the AI to actually do something is kind of irritating, but I suppose that's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, come on, Akadan, where are you now? We can take him. We can take this guy. Or apparently not. Apparently not. Okay, apparently I'm just going to have to occupy my time doing something else instead of attacking King Graveth. I would have actually appreciated taking him out because he's kind of annoying, you know? He's kind of annoying. He has a pretty big army, and having a big army is going to make things very, very difficult for all of our vassals because, as you could see, they're all petrified of him. They are all petrified. They are all basically hiding away in their little hidey holes, not really doing much, and if they are doing something, they're just running away from him. So that's not particularly good, is it? No, it's not particularly good. So I guess we're just going to have to deal with what we have been given, and that is Sunuzk Castle. So we're going to head in here and see what we can do. I'm actually going to head up here myself first. I'd like to see what I can do. If I get shot off the ladder, then I'm just going to give up. Yeah. We're just going to give up. No, we're not. But I'd like to try and get past here if at all possible. Could you just... Yeah. Could you? Can I tell everyone to charge in before I die? There we go. That's what we want. Yes. Draw them away. Hopefully, I was trying to draw them away, but yeah, as you can see, they have a bit of a leash on them, which is unfortunate. But yeah, let's get our archers a little bit closer. There we go. And is there anyone else that I need to dispatch? Is there anyone up there? No. There are a couple of people over here, but our Swadian knights and various other Swadian units have already infiltrated the battlements, so it's not particularly necessary, I suppose. I should get out my bow, maybe. So now here's the funny thing, this proficiency is definitely at a level that someone should be at when they're about level 10 or something, or maybe not even that, probably level 5. So it's a bit it's a bit unusable at the moment, which is quite a shame. Ah, very nice. That's very good. I think I'm gonna let the mercenary crossbowman go so that I can take these instead. And what else do I want to let go? Here's the thing, I don't actually know. Maybe the infantry, maybe the no, not the crossbowmen. The crossbowmen are pretty decent, but I could let 6 of them go, and then I could just take that. There's still 9 of them. I think that's good. I think that's fine. There we go. Okay, so we've taken Sonosk Castle back, and we can now finally give this to one of the other Rodok vassals that have joined us. I think I'm probably going to be indicting Lord Tartius relatively soon if he doesn't already leave or have plans to backstab us and take all the fiefs away from us. But Lord Talbar is going to be getting this, and oh, there we go. Lord Tartius actually increased in relation as a result of that, because obviously they're from the same faction, I would assume. Tartius is, I think, a Rodok vassal. I think he is. And Talbar is also a Rodok vassal, so if you have all of the same and they all support each other, then that's relatively nice. If they don't support each other, then obviously that's a bit of a problem. But anyway, Dirtios Castle or Uxkhal? I suppose that is the only 2 targets we have remaining now. Let's have a look. Raucher is going to go over there. There's Tartius. Maybe I'm not going to indict you then. Yes, maybe. It really depends. Okay, so come on Akadan, let's do this. Where's Lord Druli, by the way? I don't know where Lord Druli is. Okay, so he raided this. We knew that he was going to, and now hopefully, can you come over here? Could you? Oh, shall we accept this? No, I'm not going to accept that. Okay, come on, let's. Okay, so, this is worrying. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I don't know whether I should do it or not. This is very worrying because if I go in here by myself, I'm gonna be against him solo. It seems like that doesn't matter because they're all dispersing. Apparently he called off the campaign because they were all not following him any further. Yes, of course. Of course. Okay, it seems like I'm going to be replacing Lord Akadan as our marshal because he seems to be a bit indecisive. And I don't know where King Graveth is heading off to either. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go to Uxkhal because I've already seen what is in Dirtios Castle. There's about 49 or 50 Serenade Master Archers, and I'm not a big fan of that. Sonosk Castle has now just been besieged. Of course it has. Do we want to defend it? Really? Now, here's the amusing thing. King Graveth is on the hill up there, but because this guy got me in combat, we are now against both of them. That is not particularly good, is it? No, that is not particularly good. This is pretty bad, actually. Pretty bad. Okay, well, the one thing we can do is I'm gonna hopefully prevent... Are you serious? You literally ran straight into them? You imbecile! That was my fault. Okay, so can I actually just weaken these guys a little bit or something? But yes, anyway, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get a... Wow, we literally knocked King Graveth unconscious. That's hilarious. But yes, what I'd like to do is try and kill the majority of units, if possible. Obviously, we know that these guys, yeah, they have spears. They're going to be extremely good, as I said in a previous episode, against Swadian knights. And this is the main problem with having a cavalry army when you're fighting against the Rodoks. But I don't know what else we could really take. I guess we could create an archer army with a couple of supplementary infantry that just kind of defends them, I suppose. But yeah, as it stands, I'm going to have to retreat, I believe. Are we? Okay, well, see, here's the thing. I don't really want to fight them right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the advantage, because if you eliminate more enemies than you lose, you know, if you lose more allies than you kill enemies, then you're unable to leave. But if you kill more enemies than you lose in terms of your own units, then you're able to leave at your own volition. Which is exactly what I'm doing. Now, Yes, thank you very much, Borcha. He has no problem if we run from battle. Okay, so, Devlian, you're very far away from King Graveth now. I'm going to take my vengeance upon you. Yes, exactly. So he only has 2 units, which is just... Oh, 12, actually. Oh, yes. I almost insulted him by saying he only had 2. But, yes, anyway, the point is that that's the way that you can kind of get away from fights that you don't want to participate in. If you have the ability to eliminate enemies, well, more enemies than, you know, your own, then you will be able to escape safely, hopefully, if you have enough pathfinding skill, if you're not injured, you know, that sort of thing. So it really depends. There's a number of factors that can help you to escape in these kinds of situations. Of course, these are kind of just like beginner / intermediate tips. Yeah, these are just intermediate sort of beginner tips. So if you're already someone that is, you know, kind of a veteran in playing Warband, then you already know this kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm just helping the people that may not otherwise know, and they may be playing Warband for the first time, and goodness knows I really needed the help. I really needed the help when I was playing, so maybe someone else does too. Anyway, we are done. Yes, we are done with Count Devlian. You can go away, sir. Thank you very much. And now, on to Uxkhal. Let's have a look. I don't really mind Sanuz Castle being taken. He's just wasting his time there, to be honest. So, you know, he can do that if he wants. He can absolutely do that if he so desires. I mean, I'm not a really big fan of Sanuz Castle in general, so it's fine. 235. Huh. They only have... Oh, they have 18 Mamluks, but they only have 4 Master Archers. This is good. This is good. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I would love to be able to try and take this, but I don't think I have the army composition capable of doing that. I was talking in the previous episode about going and recruiting a bunch, and I would love to do that right now, but I don't know whether I have the opportunity to do so, because I'd love to take Uxkhal. That's literally the thing I would love to take. I would love to take this. So, shall we just try taking it? And if I fail, then we can just go and recruit anyway, because we don't really have the best army at the moment. I mean, yeah, we have a bunch of Swadian Knights, and we do have some Sharpshooters and some Master Archers and things like that. But in general, our army is not... it's not the best, you know, it's not the most effective. It could be, you know. Personally, I feel like the most effective siege army we could have is consisting of, at the moment, considering the various restrictions I've put on myself, things like, probably like, I don't know, 80 Kurget Lancers and then the rest being Lancers? Yes, 80 Kurget Lancers and then the rest being Lancers. No. 80 Kurget Lancers and then something like Archers or something along those lines. Probably Swadian Crossbowmen, maybe some Serenade Master Archers thrown in there. Something like that. Oh yeah, now there's a, there's a big problem here. Okay, I'm going to have to move these guys over to the side. How irritating, yeah. It's because of the archers. I didn't tell them to hold position immediately, so now we are having some problems here. Okay, so just go back in there, thank you very much. Our archers will stay outside. Hopefully they're going to shoot a bunch, and hopefully I won't get shot off the ladder. This is one of my worst ladders, by the way. I hate this ladder, because it is just that thin. It's very thin, it's very annoying to deal with, and hopefully I'm going to be able to kill this Mamluk, and try and get inside, and maybe clear a path on the left. Right here. That's my main goal at the moment. I'm being shot as well, by the way. Oh, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. Can you... okay, could you just, just not attack me right now? That would be nice. Okay. Yeah, I actually thought to myself, yeah, we might actually survive with a sliver of health remaining, but no. No, we were a little bit unlucky there to get shot so heavily, but we did kill 53 of them, so I suppose that's pretty decent. And it seems like Lezelit is not available for his construction duties, so I'm gonna wait for some time, maybe until the morning, afternoon? Yeah, maybe until the afternoon, and then we're gonna... Oh, wow, he's still not available? That is very irritating, isn't it? Ah, yes. I would have thought that my first aid skill would have helped him, or Jeremus's first aid skill, should I say, but it seems like that's not the case. Anyway, let's see how fast we're going to get this done. It's 9 hours. 9 hours is not really a big deal. Okay, so let's head back in. We're going to have, a decent amount, and we have many more archers this time, so maybe that's going to make a difference. I quite like the layout of this particular town because the battlements and the various turrets that you see up there are actually really open. And I like that quite a bit because when they're open, it makes things much, much easier for... Yeah, if I could actually get over... Yeah, there we go. Can I please... Are you serious? I'm literally stuck? I am literally stuck right now. Yes. Yes. Welcome, everyone, to Barney's Flying Circus. Yeah, apparently that is what's going on right now. How fantastic. Okay, can I kick? No? Can I attack a little bit? Yeah, now here's the thing. I have no idea how you're supposed to get by these spikes on the side here. I guess you're supposed to not get by. Well, yes. Anyway, we're actually not doing that badly without me doing anything. We've killed about 35 so far, but we have lost quite a few, so I don't know whether we're just weakening this for the Rhodoks to take it or something. I think aren't they also at war against the Sarranids or something? Well, I don't know. But I think it's probably a sign that we should probably just leave and go and recruit a new army that is capable of actually doing something here. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to show a little bit of it, so if you don't want to see too much of the recruiting, then you can kind of just skip ahead in the video if you so desire. If you don't, then that's completely understandable. Ooh, Lord Akadan has besieged Sunur's castle now. So now that's exactly the reason why I was kind of like, yeah, I'm just going to leave it, because, you know, maybe someone else was going to pick up the slack, you know, because we have vassals for a reason, you know, we want them to actually help us out a little bit every now and again. So I'm just going to head to Nara real quick, and we're going to do a little bit of recruiting, and I'm going to sort of show you what I do when I recruit so that you know a little bit more about my process, because everyone has a different process in terms of recruiting units. Some people prefer to recruit from taverns, some people prefer to recruit from their villages that they've spent a few hours sort of getting the relation up in those villages and things like that, because that makes a difference to the quality of unit or the amounts of units that you get, and that's pretty cool. But for me, I personally just like to recruit from a wide variety of different villages if I have access to them, if I haven't imposed any restrictions on myself. And we're going to be placing a bunch of units in the garrison here so that I have some space. I'm probably going to run around with... Well, this is the thing. I was actually hoping that I'd have more knights and man-at-arms at this time, so I'm going to take a look and see if I have a couple more... Oh, there we go. I do have some Mamluks, and I suppose I could run around with some horsemen as well. There is a mercenary horseman here, but I don't particularly want to take that at the moment. I think 32 should be enough. Yeah, I think 32 should be enough. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, now what we do is we go to the nearest village and we click on recruit volunteers. Yes, yeah, I kind of made it sound like I was doing something much more complicated than it actually is, but this is literally all I do. And because I'm running around with a larger than basic force, so if I was running around with just myself and my companions, I would be attacked by these steppe bandits all the time. But as we have a pretty powerful army that could probably take out any steppe bandits, it really scares them away. You know, it scares them away and does exactly what you want, you know. So I'm just going to be recruiting a bunch of Khergits here, and I'm going to show if there's a bandit infestation or something like that, because I think I talked about a bandit infestation situation in a previous episode. So hopefully, you know, I might be able to show something like that, but yes. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just run around the Khergit territory, and then I might run around a little bit of the Swadian territory, but I need to be a little bit more careful there, because there's bound to be some Rhodok vassals running around. Alright, so I've recruited quite a few units here. I have 78, and it hasn't taken me that long, so I'm pretty happy with that. I was able to go directly to these places. Unfortunately, I was actually trying to get down here to prevent these guys from raiding this, but unfortunately I was a bit too late, as was Lord Drewley. He was also a bit too late. So as you can see here, I do have a couple of Swadians. I have the Khergits as well, and we're going to be participating in a small battle here just to get them a bit of a boost, because obviously, as you could see there, my trainer skill already leveled them up almost instantaneously, which is fantastic. The most amazing thing about the trainer skill is really good, and hopefully we'll be able to eliminate these guys here as well. But now, because of course I do have the advantage of, carrying around some high tier cavalry units and things like that. These guys should fall before us, no problem at all, and hopefully that will then give a little bit of a boost to the various other units that we have in our party. Now, of course, they could just all die, like is currently happening right now, which is not particularly good, is it? No, we don't really want to see all those guys that I've just recruited now die, but yes, it seems like that's how it's going to be, but yeah. Anyway, the point is that with recruiting, basically you can just recruit, and then you can wait, I think it's about 2 days for the villages to refresh themselves, and then you can go to all the villages that you went to before, and if you want to be efficient about things, you can kind of work out your own sort of path. Like if you saw what I was doing before the cutaway, then you just go to a village in a circle, and you go to village to village to village to village, and you go around in like either a clockwise circle, anti-clockwise, whatever you want. And if you do that, then that's the most effective. Obviously, it depends on where you want to go, of course. It's all player choice, really. It's all player personal preference, because I just personally like to do that because that seems, the easiest and the most efficient to me, but maybe there's a better way, who knows. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna kill all of the Vaegirs here. It's actually a Vaegir vassal. We've not fought a Vaegir vassal in quite some time. I've leveled up, which is nice. Very good, yes. I like it. That means I'm going to be able to get... What am I actually leveling up with Barney at the moment? I don't actually know. Well, that's obviously a bit of a pickle, isn't it? But anyway, we lost 7 units. Most of those, I think, were Khergit tribesmen. But, well, that's just the dangers of going into battle with some low-level units. They're probably going to take fatal damage. 5 of them were killed. We did lose a Mamluk and a Lancer as well, which is kind of bad in itself. But it's fine, because we do get some farmers and things like that, too. So, it all helps to sort of garrison your various places and things like that. So, here we go. We can level these guys up. I'm probably going to try and get some more knights now, because we are kind of needing a little bit of a supplementary force there. And my trainer skill is probably going to do the rest as much as it can, at least. Because as long as we can get them to Swadian man-at-arms, they'll be able to level up into Swadian knights, no problem at all, because there are a bunch of Rodok vassals and things. Like, for example, this guy, he's running around. I could probably fight him with some pretty low-level Swadian man-at-arms. I mean, he only has 4 man-at-arms himself and 3 Swadian knights. So that's how you level up a stronger army, should I say. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.